back to the First Credit channel, and as you know, in this channel, we bring you reviews on how to make money in a great way. Not how to make money, how to get financial freedom in a godly way, in a godly manner, in a right way. We're not stealing, we're not gambling, we're not doing any cheating, we're not cheating in any way. And there's no, we've been doing a 7 days, well, I said 7 weeks, sorry, a 7 weeks review on investing, a 7 week investing course. We're talking about investing for the 7 weeks, and this is the fourth week in this journey. And today we want to be talking about what to consider before choosing a stock. If I want to choose a stock that's going to grow 10% and give me a dividend of 10% every year, or even more than 10%, that pays a dividend of more than 10% and grows more than 10%, like in my portfolio as you're seeing here, what am I going to do? What are the things that I must do to achieve those goals? That's what we want to look at now in today's channel. And then the first thing I have here on my list is that make sure that company is simple. Whatever company you want to invest in, make sure it's simple. Imagine if they call one company Crypto Molo Thinking and just called a lot of names and said it's a company and it is approved and that and that and that. You should be very careful. If you don't know what that company does, if you don't know how simple or how beautiful that company is, you should not get into it. Don't just get into things that are very complex and you do not understand. That's the first one I have here. The second thing you must check before investing into a company is that you must hope that technology change will not affect it. We're in an era where technology grows day and day. You see, today you do something and then tomorrow they'll say they've created some kind of robots that have destroyed it. So imagine if I invest in something that I know that 2 years, 10 years from now it will not be there because of the advancement of technology. Then why investing in such things? So whatever you must invest in must be something that whenever technology increases, whenever technology changes, that thing still remains. For example, now like imagine if you're investing in food. Now, example, for in 10, 100 years, 50 years from now, 1000 years from now, people will still continue eating food, and so technology cannot affect that kind of thing. So that's the kind of product that you can sell. That's the kind of product you can invest in on the long term, and then it will not be affected by technology. The third thing here is, why should you invest in it? That's the third thing you should do. You must ask yourself, why should I invest in this? Why am I investing in Dangote cement? Why am I investing in Dangote sugar? Why am I investing in Honeywell, in Okumo oil? What, name it, in XRP 500? Why should you invest on it? Is it because somebody is investing in it? Is it because a friend is investing in it? I should tell you something. You should not invest in anything because somebody is doing it. Invest in it because you want to invest in it, because you have legit reasons for investing in it. And then the other hand is, how will it look in 10 years from now? Whatever you are investing in, look at it. In 10 years from now, how will this thing look? Is this something that in 10 years from now to be useless, or something that in 10 years from now people will no longer see it as useful? It might still be there, but people wouldn't see it as useful. Or is this something that in 10 years from now it should have grown tremendously? Maybe it should have grown 1,000%, 1,000,000%. So that's what you must think of. You know what? Investing has to do with the long term, and the long term is years, it's 10, 20 years. So you must think, in 10 years from now, how will this thing look like? That's another thing you must consider before when investing in a stock. And then the other one, that's number 5. Do you trust them? Do you trust this company? Is it a company you trust, or is it some kind of MMM or Ponzi scheme? Sorry. So make sure it is not a Ponzi scheme. Make sure it is something you trust. Make sure it is a system that you trust. If you don't trust them, don't invest in them. And then the next one, is it a winning? Are you winning or you are losing? Now this is a question you should ask yourself. This company I'm investing in, am I really winning or I'm losing? Am I in the losing edge or I'm the winning edge? You know, there's some things you do and then you know that I'm actually losing. And then there's some things you know that you do and you know that I'm actually winning. So you must ask yourself, are you winning or you are losing? There's only probability for that. Then you should ask, is this the beginning, the end, or the middle of this business you are investing in? The company you are investing in, is it the beginning? Is this company just starting? Or is you are in the middle, in the climax stage, or you are in the end when the company wants to just start dying? So that's another thing you must ask yourself before investing in a company. You must make sure you're not in the end stage. And then you must make sure that company too, if it is in the beginning, you must make sure it is a very, very quality company for you to invest in it in the beginning for it to grow long term. And then also the number 9 factor you must do is that you should know that you must consider is that, will external forces affect this company you're investing in? External forces like tax, like sicknesses, like all those things will definitely come. Swedish investor calls them the black goose and things like that. But they will always come. But you think this company that I'm investing in, is it a company that after all these things happen, they will just crash and they will destroy, like how COVID-19 has destroyed many companies in the nation worldwide? We should think this company I'm investing in, is this something that external forces can affect and destroy, or not. That's another thing you should think of. And then number 9, sorry, is that will competitors beat this? Is this company that I'm investing in, is it beating its competitors? Is it beating people outside it? All these other people that are strong, these giant companies, are they really beating him or is beating them? You see, like as of Dangote before now, when Lafarge was still the main source of cement and Dangote came in, people that saw this in Dangote and so that it can overcome Lafarge, its competitor, and then invested in it, and the ones are now gaining from it. But people that did not see that opportunity, that were feeling, no, Lafarge is bigger, Lafarge. So you must think, is this company has the potentials to beat its competitors before you invest in such a company. And then the next one, that's number 10, you say hope it's not crypto. I should not really say crypto is a bad thing, but crypto, according to Warren Buffett, the father of investing, says it is not really liquid. It is something that goes up and down. It is not a fit. You cannot really guarantee it as a good thing. Like now, Bitcoin was once 31 million, 32 million in Nigerian currency, and now yesterday when I checked, or is it before yesterday, it was 19 million something. You see that it has reduced tremendously, and this was something that wasn't getting higher every day, and people were, wow, you are not trading Bitcoin, you are not doing anything. And then now it is going down back because they're not really stable things. You should be very careful. Hope they are not things that can just die anyhow, like crypto now. Some coins just born and then things like that. But anyways, the next one you should think is that who owns this company? Who owns this company? Are you sure this company is not just owned by any random person? You must know who owns the company. Listen, the person that owns the company matters a lot. If it's somebody like, okay, now imagine, look at companies that Amazon, Jeff Bezos own. You know that those companies will not want to crash in the next 2 years because their net worth is tied to it. And so they will try to do everything to make those companies to grow. But if it is something that somebody just put 20,000 naira in one company and say, hey, let's be running for anything, you see, after 2 years, if you just start having problems, you throw away the company and then the company dies. So you must know who owns the company and how important that person is. Then you should ask again, what are they doing there? Where are they located? And when did they start it? And why did they do that? Now, those are, like, I say, the 4 questions you must ask yourself in every stocks you're investing in. What are they doing? What is the stock doing? What are they doing in that place? Are they just sitting down and looking and just made a company? Are they doing food? Are they doing transport? Are they doing finance? What are they doing in that company? The second thing is, where are they located? The location of a place matters a lot. I could remember last week I met a friend and I was telling him I wanted buying a land. And then he told me there are certain places where you buy land and then after 10 years the land will maybe appreciate by 10%. And then there are places where you buy land and then the next day the land has already appreciated. Now that is what you must also consider in investing too. Where these companies are located matters a lot. If you are investing in a company that maybe after 50 years before it's going to move a 1% growth, oh boy, change your mind. And then the other thing in this aspect is, when did it started? When did this company started? Did it started yesterday? Did it started day before yesterday? Did it started 10 years ago? How is it doing as it started? Is it a company that has not even started? You're just thinking of, okay, this company started, if this company started, I'm going to invest in it. You must know when this company started, so that you understand the real core foundations of that company. And then, why is this company created? Is it to help people or to destroy the way things are? You must know why that company is established. And then the last thing you must consider is that, is it oil and gas? You should be careful when trading oil and gas. Oil and gas are things that, you see, we're talking about the 10 years. Look at electric motors and most of those things, they will affect oil and gas. You can invest in oil and gas, but I will advise you, it is not a financial advice. You do your own research, but you should be careful on things that are wholly oil and gas, things that everything is just oil and gas. They don't produce any other thing apart from oil and gas. It is very risky. Fire hazard, all these things can affect them. Water, fire, almost all the climate can affect them tremendously, and wow, you lose all your money. So you should be very, very careful. You see, the only 2 things I'll tell you to be very careful about is when trading crypto and when trading oil and gas. You can trade those things, but you should be very careful, especially for somebody that is aiming big into the stock market. You should be very careful when you are investing into stocks. Thank you very much for watching this to the end of today's thank you for watching or staying to the end of today's video. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed, like our video, to help us, and share it with your friends. Also comment in the comment down section down below what you think about this video. It will help us a very, very long time. Please share it with your friends. Let people also around you know about this great opportunity and have the opportunity to get into it, then we'll come back to it. Next week we're going to be talking about the fifth, investing course. We're going there fifth, sixth, seventh, and then we'll soon be done. You should make sure you don't miss any of this and you watch it to the end. Thank you very much, guys. Kisses.